Way on down to the hill, where he come from we will know. What's up, Wolfpack? Welcome back to my channel. Now this time we got a brand spanking new Let Me Explain Studios video to react to. Oh my gosh. I reacted to this another video from Rebecca a little while back, and it did fine. But the point is, the video is really fun, and I really enjoy it. So, I've never seen this before. Let's check it out, because it was just uploaded like an hour ago. So, let's check it out. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff that YouTube wants you to do. Please consider supporting me on Patreon, and I'm a voice actor. If you want to check out my voiceover stuff, go check on the link to my website down below. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. It's showtime! Boo boo. Boo boo. Boo boo. Boo boo. I. You waited for me. I'm so glad. What is this? Hello.
Oh, hey, explainers and entertainers.
Hi.
Glad you're here. Was just doing a little research now that, this one has arrived. He's able to leave the treehouse, but can't, or maybe won't, follow me out of the woods. He's a lot quirkier now that he's a ghost. Oh, but we can talk about that later.
Okay.
Given a lot of sports are going...
Yeah, I don't follow people's, social media. Is that great? I'm not one to pry, really. I'm really not. So, I have no idea what she's talking about or what she's referencing. So, dog, ghost, dog, whatever. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna pretend I know what you're talking about.
Going on this time of year, and none of us nerds can escape their influence on society no matter how hard we try, it all made me think of my own very complicated history with athletics.
Oh.
I showed a general disinterest in sports really early in life.
So did
While
I.
Occasionally enjoy some backyard baseball with the neighborhood kids, I was much more motivated by creative things.
So was I.
Putting on plays in our living room, singing, dancing, and building things.
So was
But
I.
My parents wanted Rachel and I to be on sports teams.
Why?
For some reason. I guess to teach us something.
Yeah, my dad was a football star in high school, and he never let that shit go. And luckily, I was born, super skinny and pathetic, so he had no hopes in me at all. My brother, however, ended up being, a bigger guy, had some weight on him. So for some reason, my dad automatically assumed that he would be good at football despite never playing it. And then he wasn't. And then when my parents got the divorce, my brother went with my mom. That's what you get for being a jerk. Yeah. So if you have kids, don't do that. Ever.
One of the first kids' sports that a lot of us American kids are signed up for by our parents is t-ball. What is t-ball? T-ball is basically baseball with the position of the pitcher removed. Apparently, we can't let 4-year-olds with no hand-eye coordination throw balls at other 4-year-olds holding bats, who also have no hand-eye coordination.
I get the logic. Also, never did t-ball. I mean, I did at school, but my parents never signed me up for sports stuff because they were really bad, not good with money. And joining a sports team meant buying uniforms and equipment, which they did not want to do. So, I mean, to be fair, I had no interest, so it was a win-win for everyone.
Instead, you put a ball on a tee in front of the batter so it's super easy to hit. Even though 9 times out of 10, they end up hitting the tee and the ball bounces away awkwardly.
Yes!
The kid eventually hits the ball and you scream at them to run to first base while all the other kids are being screamed at by their adults to pick up the dang ball! Fun. In fact,
no,
it was
it's
so
not.
fun that when I was on my t-ball team, I would sit down and draw pictures in the dirt with my finger.
Yup.
Working on my portfolio. T-ball is a very American first-time sport for kids, but I was curious about what other countries typically force their kids into. I asked all my non-American viewers in a community post, and after reviewing all of the data, it seems like no matter what region of the world you're from, football/soccer overwhelmingly reigns supreme.
Yeah.
But even I did it when I was a kid.
Why?
Well, really, I shouldn't be too surprised, given the whole world loses its mind over the dang sport every couple years. Swimming was also very
I did not do soccer either, because soccer also implies buying special shoes and shorts and shirt that you can't buy from a discount bargain bin or whatever. So no, they They also did not sign me up into soccer. Also, it probably didn't help that I'm from Texas. And if you know anything about Texas, it's that we only acknowledge one kind of football, and it's not the one you play with your feet.
Common one you guys talked about, which, hey, I just think that that's a vital human skill to have. 71% of our world is covered in water. You should probably know how to swim. Even
I don't. I don't know how to swim. I hate the water. I'm a wolf, not a fish. Me no swimmy.
I was on a community swim team when I was a kid.
Good for
Mom says
you.
I quit because I said it got too hard, but I think I just got bored. Just swimming back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. When are we playing Marco Polo? In fact, I'm sure that's why I quit a lot of sports when I was a little kid.
Yeah, because it's literally the same game all the time. Nothing changes. It's just the same thing over and over again. And everyone who watches it acts so dang surprised that the thing that happened last time happened again. There's no change. There's no variation. Some people are better at it than others. That's it. Oh my gosh, the guy took the ball from one side of the field to the other side. Oh, I'm going to pretend like I've never seen that before. It's dumb. Who cares?
I'm so bored. Can't we play something else? It feels like we're always playing this game, like every Saturday.
There are certain sports
Yes,
that I have
that is
always been
accurate.
bad at, like on a cosmic level. Like no matter how hard I tried or how much I practiced, I was destined to suck.
Yeah.
Basketball was that for me in middle school. The way my very small private school worked was if you were a girl, your choice was cheerleader or sports team. You had to do one or the other. And because
Had
this
to?
adorable little socially awkward nerd was never gonna be cheerleading material, I was forced to be a bench warmer for the basketball team. And I hated every moment of it. But the
Hey, you know what would make bench warming on the basketball team more bearable? A Nintendo Switch! Oh wait, they didn't have those back then. A PSP! Did they not have them? No? Okay. A Game Boy! Did I go too far back? No? Too far? A Game Boy Advance! They don't let you take Game Boys to basketball game? But why? But she's just gonna sit on the bench the whole game. So why would she watch? She knows what's gonna happen. They're gonna dribble the ball and take it from one side of the field to the next. The game doesn't change. I don't know. Naruto Ninja Council. Fine, Naruto Ninja Council 2, whatever. Just pick one. Ugh. Schools are no fun.
one time I got even a glimpse of happiness while playing, it was stolen away from me. The girls' team was practicing during PE one day while the boys sat on the bleachers watching us.
I bet they did.
During this scrimmage, I was passed the ball and miraculously made a basket. And the thing you have to remember is I never made baskets.
Yeah,
I was
me
so
neither.
bad, I assumed every attempt at competence on my part was going to be foiled by the universe.
Yeah,
So
me
when I
too.
scored that 2-pointer, I got excited enough to give myself a little old cheer.
Yeah.
After the game, I was approached by the boys in my class who had been watching. And I promise you
Oh,
I'm not joking here.
no.
These boys had arranged themselves and were posing like a gang of bullies in an anime.
Ha!
With the leader of the gang, the meanest boy in class, dead center with all the other boys surrounding
That
him.
is
The leader
hilarious.
said very coldly, "Hey Rebecca, you acted like you've never scored a basket before in your life." And the boys around him all laughed. Well, I was so shy and sensitive and non-confrontational that I just blushed and ran away. Tears welling up in my eyes.
Oh, no, sweetie, no. Rebecca, no. No.
Ugh, kid. Sure hope you enjoy your future of loveless marriages that both end in divorce without custody.
That sounds accurate.
There's a
That is appropriate.
That can sometimes happen in a person where you are very good at something, but hate doing it with every fiber of your being.
Yeah.
Enter softball. My parents signed me up for a league outside of school, I think about the time I started middle school, and my big mistake was showing I had natural ability. I somehow picked up softball skills very quickly and was actually a pretty good player. The problem was I was only a good player during practice. Because here's something fun I discovered only just this year in my late 30s. I've had an undiagnosed anxiety disorder for my entire life. So when it came time for game day in the softball league, I would get so nervous that all of my skills flew out the window.
I think that happens to me sometimes too. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, when I'm practicing voiceover, or like when I'm with my voice coaches, I'm like really doing well. But then when I audition on my own, it's just like blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, what the hell? Like, I could have sworn I knocked it out of the park like an hour ago. Or maybe it's the opposite. Because there's some times where, I don't know, it's weird like that. You know, sometimes the flow comes and goes. You know, sometimes when I'm practicing, I'll just be like, blah, 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 and just be terrible, just awful. But, you know, if I'm recording for someone, then I'm glorious. You know, or vice versa, you know. I'll practice and I'm like, I sound amazing. And then when it comes down to it, to like audition, I'm like, bah, bah, bah. It's weird. It's weird. It's not good for business. I can assure you that. Gotta be good all the time.
Especially when I was up to bat. Boo! Did that work? Did I scare you?
Not
Live
really.
action, Becca, what are you doing here? No, seriously, what are you doing here? You're kind of creeping everybody out. Just felt like this next bit was getting a little too wordy for animation, but I think it's important and nuanced and I wanted to be thorough.
Okay.
Don't worry, I have visual aids. So one of the big reasons I dreaded game day in this softball league was my dad. Now, I love my dad. I miss him. He had many great qualities. He showed me so much love and support while I was following my dreams, but he was human and complex and flawed, as we all are. And in this particular instance, he didn't handle things the way he should have. So for my softball activities,
Just one
Dad
instance?
became the main parent bussing me around for practices and games, while Mom was more responsible for Rachel's activities at the time. But he became one of those sports dads that took things way too seriously. Because every time I messed up during a game, he would angrily yell at me and scold me on the way home, lecturing me about what I should have.
Yeah, my dad did that to my brother. And it was horrible. It was the worst. He didn't do it to me because, like I said, I am scrawny and skinny, so no hope for me whatsoever. Didn't even try. So I got off easy, you know.
Have done better. And since I messed up pretty much every game because of my anxiety disorder, this happened almost every single time. And one game was particularly bad. I think I was at the end of my rope. I was burned out and depressed and tired and wanted to be anywhere other than playing center field in this ball game.
Because sports are awful.
Suddenly, a ground ball was hit directly to me, and I just didn't get my glove down in time. It passed right through my legs, costing us a couple runs, and ultimately the game. And my team was actually really good because this was our first loss all season. All because of me.
If that was your first loss all season, then wouldn't you still be pretty good in the standing of the season? Like, I'm no expert, but like, having a pretty good winning streak and then just losing the one game, I don't think is going to hurt you that bad. I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know jack shit about sports. Maybe it's a sudden death kind of thing. I don't know. Me dumb. Me nerd.
I was overcome with dread, imagining what Dad was going to say.
Oh.
One of the worst parts about it was he was so mad that he didn't say a word to me the first half of the drive home.
Oh, yeah.
That situation, that piercing, deeply uncomfortable silence, it made me so anxious that I just couldn't take it anymore. Halfway through the drive, I meekly asked, "Dad, are you mad at me?" And I sometimes wish I didn't ask because that's when the floodgates opened. He began to scream and yell and rant and rave about my mistake, about letting my team down, my work ethic, etc.
Who the fuck
He told me that
cares?
even my coach approached him after the game and asked him, does she even want to play? He then began to scream at me that I shouldn't be playing softball for him, I should be doing it for me, and while that is completely true, the message was poorly delivered. I didn't have any life experience or wisdom at the age of 12 to
Oh my
understand
God,
what
yes.
that meant in that moment. And I certainly didn't have the confidence or the emotional intelligence to help my dad understand my anxiety on game days.
Yeah.
In that moment,
It doesn't help that people in that generation just straight up don't believe in things like anxiety or depression or, mental conditions or psychological or emotional traumas. No, they just think if you're sad, get over it. If you're upset, get over it. Anxiety is not a real thing. Just jerks like that, My dad was not a nice guy. I don't miss him. I mean, he's not dead. Well, at least I don't think he is. I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't care. But for Rebecca, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those Rob Paulson kind of things. Because Rob Paulson, voice actor, voice of Yakko in Animaniacs, Pinky and Pinky the Brain, he says about his parents, both parents are gone. He misses his mother every day and thinks of her every day. His dad has passed, and he misses him maybe once a month, and that's the way his dad wanted it. Yeah, that is... Well, if that's the way he wanted it, Mr. Paulson, you do you, boo.
I was just upset that I was getting yelled at and that I had let my father down.
Yeah.
So I didn't end up quitting that season, I just tried harder. I still had the same anxiety during games as I always did, if not more now, but I didn't make any more game-costing mistakes. Now, I don't tell you this story because I want you to feel bad for me or to be mad at my dad. That's the last thing I want. No, I tell this story because I want every kid out there to know that your happiness matters. And just as my dad was ineffectively trying to tell me on that car ride home, you shouldn't do something just because you think it's what your parents want.
Yeah.
Or what your friends want, or classmates, or school,
Trust me. If I did things to make other people happy, I wouldn't be trying so freaking hard to be a voice actor and to do this stuff on YouTube. I would, be a doctor or something. Or something that I don't like. I would have just given up and been a teacher. I don't know. I would have done something else. Like, maybe I'd be a nurse or a healthcare provider or something. Because that's all in my neck of the woods. It's all anyone does. We have a bunch of old people here. But sometimes in life, you gotta be a little selfish and think of you. Because out of all the people in your life, the one person you're going to be stuck with the entire time is you. Think about it.
or church, etc., etc. Now, sometimes you have to work with your parents, find a sport to stay active, join a club to learn some skills.
I guess.
You are allowed to keep searching until you find the right one for you.
Unless your parents refuse to, pay dues or fees or buy you equipment or uniforms. So you end up doing nothing.
Because dad played football doesn't mean you have to. Just because mom didn't fulfill her dreams of becoming an actor doesn't mean you have to. Repeat after me. I am not an extension of my parents. I am me.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, why did you do that? Don't do that. Ah, freak. My 4 ears. Ow, that hurt. She got really up into the microphone. Dang. Ow. Come on, Rebecca. Seriously, don't do that. Ouch. Yeah, trust me, I am not an extension of my parents. Or I pray to God, I hope I'm not. Oh, boy.
Take this as permission from Mama Becca to advocate for yourselves, darlings. And softball wasn't all bad. I retained some pretty useful skills, like throwing accuracy. Once when I was in high school, a few years after quitting softball, David was outside running around and playing with his best friend, who also happens to practically be my little brother, Brooks. This guy, from this story. Like annoying little siblings, the two of them came up and started talking some crap. And then like little cowards, they ran away.
Yeah.
I picked up a spongy water ball that was floating in our pool.
Oh,
took
you had a
aim,
pool.
and
Okay.
threw it into the distance. And bam! Got Brooks square in
That
the
is
head.
hilarious.
Still got it. So, did I ever find a physical activity that I actually liked and was very good at? You bet. And you probably already have an idea of what it is.
Nope.
Slap a fin and some seashells on me and steal my voice because your girl is secretly a mermaid. Swimming and scuba diving became my main sport,
Oh.
and Mom was my big support in it.
Did I ever find a sport that I liked, got into? I did get into baseball for like a hot minute back in junior high. But again, you need to buy stuff, and parents don't like you buy stuff. But I have wanted to be a martial artist ever since I saw my first Bruce Lee movie. And the funny thing about that is that it wasn't even a Bruce Lee movie. It was Dragon, a Bruce Lee story, starring Jason Scott Lee, who is not related to Bruce Lee because Jason Scott Lee is Hawaiian and Bruce Lee was Chinese. But no, I've always wanted to do that. I joined a dojo that was actually so shockingly near my house. Like, it was literally just a block away, like down the street. And my dad just straight up didn't want to pay the guy. And also, my dad was really into church. He's a moron, don't get me wrong. He doesn't know a damn thing about religion, but he loves church. So, because there was actually a 7 o'clock Thursday night mass, and the dojo ran on weekdays at 6, there was a potential chance that I could be late for church for that 7 o'clock Thursday mass. So karate was not in the cards. He just said, no, fuck you, no, not doing that. Didn't want to pay for the uniform, didn't want to pay for the fees, and didn't want me to miss church. So yeah, so my dream of being a martial artist continues to be dead. Because I never, even as an adult, I just don't have the time. You know, don't have the money, don't have the time. I mean, I probably have the money, but I don't have the time to join a dojo. Even though I'd love to, it's just not in the cards for me.
Kinda helps that she liked it just as much as I did. Because of being
yeah.
on the swim team in early childhood and then taking on scuba diving, I have always been exceedingly comfortable in the water, even to this day.
Not
it's
me.
Probably the one physical skill I take any more.
Again, not me. I'm a wolf, not a fish. I don't belong in the water. And I'm not like one of those Alaskan river wolves that can go in the water and like to swim. By the way, that is a real thing. River wolves are a thing. I did see a documentary about it on YouTube. They're basically wolves who like to swim a lot.
Soul of pride in. Even though I never competed on a swim team in middle school or high school, I still had some skills. One time, my parents signed me up for marine biology camp. And because the campers were going to spend...
you could... that's cool. You got to go to camp. That's... Okay.
a lot of time in the water all week, the camp counselors made us take a swim test. We basically
Swim
just had to swim
test?
the length of a large swimming pool back and forth one time, and the counselors insisted it wasn't a race. We could take our time completing it. But one girl in the group kind of forced my hand. She was bragging a lot about being on our swim team back at school,
Oh,
and
yeah.
all the other girls were fawning all over.
Oh, no. You get her. You get you some, yeah. All the other kids in their pumped up kicks better run. Outrun my flipper kick.
Over her and hyping her up because of it.
Yeah.
And me, being a competitive chubby girl looking to prove herself at all times,
Yeah.
said, "Oh, it's on.
It's-
Ready, set, go," and I was off like a torpedo. When I
Oh, yeah. It is on in a manner similar to that of Donkey Kong.
say all the self-esteem I had left in my heart was on the line, I mean it. I was gonna prove to everybody at this camp that I was the true queen of the sea. I shall be the one millennial middle school girl with a marine biology phase who actually becomes a marine biologist. Steve Irwin will be so proud!
Yes!
Girls were dropping left and
I love you, Crocodile Hunter!
right, having to stop in the middle of the pool to catch their breath. I couldn't even see Swim Team Girl, but I didn't care.
Yes!
The single race that's not actually a race will forever change the course of my entire life!
Yes!
Woo! Look at you go, Rebecca! Woo! I
Yes!
think that time I...
Victory! Glorious! And I will defend, and I'll make more. Tonight we are victorious. Champions going. Fuck, I keep forgetting all the words. Vindication! Okay, that's good enough.
He took it too seriously. And I don't want to disparage poor swim team girl too hard. She's allowed to take pride in the skills she worked hard for, just as I took pride in myself that day. You just can't be braggy about it, okay? That goes for you too. I think the whole moral of this video should be boiled down to this. Pursue the sports and activities and hobbies that get you excited. Something where you wake up every day and you can't wait to push yourself and get better. Not because you think it's what someone else expects of you. Now what I expect of you is to make it safely out of my woods and enjoy the cold weather. And keep an eye on your ghost pets. Thank you so...
Oh, don't worry, I got a hoodie. Yeah, I got a hoodie. I'm good. I'm good, I got a hoodie. And I can't take it off. Nope, I'm pretty much stuck in this thing. I mean, it's a cool design, but I can't even put the hood up. I can't, come on. Go up! My arms don't work. And what's all this about? Reset? What are we doing? Halloween was yesterday! Oh, ominous! All the other kids with their pumped up kicks better run, outrun my... That's probably not a happy song I should be singing. Anyway, that was fun. That was nice. Got a little personal at times, but, you know, I guess, you know, that's what it's about, you know, personal life and stuff. But yeah, I also, you know, huge nerd, not really into sports, was really terrible at them. I just didn't play them on my free time. And I was a skinny kid. Didn't have a lot of stamina. And my dad was one of those jerks who, like, expects you to be good at something, even though you've never done it before. And I don't just mean sports. I mean, like, literally everything. But I don't talk to him, so joke's on you, I guess. And, yeah, A+ video. I mean, Rebecca always does great stuff. Just wonderful stuff. So this was fun, and I liked it. Hope you guys liked the reaction and my side of these little stories. So, that's it. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. You know, don't forget to thumbs up and all that good junk. All the other kids with their pumped up kicks better run,